Hey, Emily here again from Fret Planet. I'm going to teach you two very basic chords today called E minor and A. And then we're going to strum those chords using quarter notes with down strums. And we're also going to do them with eighth notes with alternating strumming. Now your first chord, E minor, is indicated by the capital E and a lowercase m. Anytime you see that lowercase m, that means minor. The A chord is a major chord, just indicated by a capital A. So let's get started. First things first, you're going to take your first finger, you're going to put it on the second fret of the fifth string. This is for E minor, okay? Then at the same time, you're going to take your second finger, okay, and you're going to put that at the same fret, second fret, of your adjacent string, your fourth string. So it should look like this, okay? Now, when you put your finger on these two notes, what you want to do is you want to have your fret fingers way up on the tips. I cannot stress the importance of this enough, because it has to both press against that string and hold it down, and it has to stay away from the adjacent strings around it so that you don't dull out any of those open strings. So what you want to think about is arching your fingers like this, and maybe you can see it better from the side, okay? And you want to just pinch those notes. Don't grab them, but pinch them between the thumb print part of your thumb and the very tippy tips of your fingers. Okay, so pinching motion. You don't need to grab the guitar like this, right? So go ahead, first finger, second fret, fifth string, second finger, second fret, fourth string. Okay, now let's talk about the picking hand. We're going to do some strumming here. That means playing more than one string simultaneously. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to sweep your pick across all 6 strings like so. And your end goal should be to hear all 6 of these strings clearly. Now, if it doesn't come out like that at first, trust me, this takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of patience. So go easy on yourself, but practice often and practice a lot, okay? That's what that should sound like. Let's go ahead and strum that chord for 4 measures with down strums. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, for those of you who are just starting out on guitar, I congratulate you if you're holding that chord down for all 4 measures. It does take some time to build strength, so patience and practice. Let's look at A. So it's a very similar shape to E minor, but we're going to add our third finger also. Here's how it goes. First finger, second fret, fourth string. Second finger, second fret, third string, and third finger, second fret, second string, like this. So you have all 3 in a row. Now, it is a little tricky to smush all 3 of your fingers into the same fret, so it might look a little diagonal. As long as all 3 of your fingers are inside that fret successfully, you'll be good to go. With the A chord, we're actually going to leave out the 6th string. We're going to strum from the 5th through. Okay, and remember, keep up that pinching motion, right? Don't try to grab it like a broomstick, all right? Let's strum A for 4 measures with down strums, just like we did with E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hang in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, last measure, you can do it, 2, 3, 4. All right, and again with this chord, you want to make sure that you can hear all 5 of these strings. That should be your end goal after practicing. Just like that. Now let's try going back and forth between the 2 chords. Now if you're not ready for this step yet, go ahead and pause the video, practice it as much as you need to get ready. One of the hardest things you'll do with chords at first is to go back and forth between 2 or 3 or more different chords. That's why we start easy. So when you're ready, let's put our fingers on E minor. We're going to do 4 measures of E minor with down strums and 4 measures of A with down strums. Now when we're just doing down strums straight to the beat, 1 every beat, those are called quarter notes. So 4 measures E minor, 4 measures A. On my count, here we go. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, third measure, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, get ready to switch, 4, and here's A, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, third measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try strumming in both directions, downwards and upwards. So we're going to do something that's called eighth notes. That means that for each one beat, there's actually going to be 2 strums. So I'm going to count sort of like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you're going to alternate between going in a downward direction and going in an upward direction with your pick. Same motion, just a different direction. Now, upward strumming can be a little tricky on the A chord because you've got to strum all the way through the first 5 strings and you have to skip that 6th string. Again, if it doesn't happen at first, that's okay. That's what practicing is for. And wait till you're ready. Wait till you can do the quarter note strumming with successful chord changes first. So, same deal, 4 measures of E minor, 4 measures of A, with 8th note strumming this time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and third measure, you got this, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, get ready for A, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, almost there, 4 and last measure and 2 and 3 So, congratulations on getting your first 2 chords down. Remember to do this at your own pace, but you'll never hear me stop telling you to practice more and to practice often. Thank you for tuning in.